Plaintiff Melissa Babbitt admits she's a recovering crack addict who quit using drugs the day she found out she was pregnant with her current child. Melissa admits she lost custody of her first child due to her drug use, and she moved in with the defendants to try to clean up her act so she could regain custody. But she's suing them today for personal property. Defendants Brooke Rhodes and her husband Benjamin admit that they let Melissa move in with them against their better judgment. Brooke claims Melissa once disappeared for 2 weeks on a drug binge and continued to take off for days at a time to use crack. And they're countersuing because they claim she stole their PlayStation.
Start with you.
Okay. I'm going to start with saying I do have a drug problem. I'm a recovering addict of 6 months. I quit using the day I found out I was pregnant.
What type of drugs were you using?
I was using crack cocaine because I turned to that because my daughter was colicky for 4 months, so I was trying to relieve a little bit of stress. CPS did get involved.
You got a lot of stress, so what do you do?
Tell you what.
You smoke crack for a little. What do you do for a lot of stress?
I did that too.
Go ahead.
CPS did get involved. My mom got them involved. I've been fighting tremendously to get my daughter back. I did go to rehab in September.
Who has your daughter?
My mother.
Okay.
I went to rehab in September, and Brooke and Ben allowed me to stay with them. They were my best friends for about 5 years.
Let me hear from them. Give me some background on this.
I had gotten a phone call from Melissa asking me to come pick her up from the women's shelter because she had gotten kicked out. Mm-hmm. I picked her up and brought her to my home. She asked if she could stay for a little while until her mom got her apartment. Well, Ben wasn't really fond of that, but we thought she was clean, that she was trying to get better so she can get her daughter back. And I believe for the first 2-3 weeks she was clean. Mm-hmm. But after that, the first time she left my house, she was gone for 2 weeks on a binge.
Is this true, man?
Yes. I have no reason to lie.
But I thought you told me you were in recovery.
It's in November, I was in recovery.
So before moving in with them, you were still addicted to crack?
I wasn't using when I was living with them.
All right. Did you go on a binge while living with them?
Yes.
Then how are you saying you didn't use while you were living with them?
I did not use in their home.
You're not. Still got them crackish ways, don't you? Go ahead.
After the 2 weeks she was gone, she had came back. We decided to let her stay, even though he didn't want to let her stay. I had picked her up a few times from these houses that she would go to. The very last time I had picked her up from one of the houses, I had to beg her to let me pick her up. I had talked to her mom, and her mom wouldn't even go pick her up. She won't even allow Melissa to be in her home by herself because she had stole from her mom. I had begged Melissa to let me come pick her up because her mom told me that if Melissa wasn't at my house by 1 o'clock, she was not ever getting her daughter back. I had picked her up and brought her back, and she did. She did start a job. Well, she had arrived at my house around 3 o'clock in the afternoon with her brother. She does drugs with her brother. She had gone straight into the basement. About 10-15 minutes later, she hadn't came up, so I yelled down in the basement. She was gone. My brother had walked home from school that day, and he was about a house away, and he seen Melissa walking from the side of our house down the hill. When my brother came in and told me that he had seen Melissa walking on the side of our house and jumping into her brother's car with a bag, I had gone downstairs and the PlayStation was gone.
PlayStation 3.
And it was a brand new, didn't even have it for a week.
Ma'am, let's get back to your property and then you can address the counterclaim that you stole PlayStation. What happened to cause you to sue for your personal property?
When I was at work and I had called my mom on my lunch break, she told me that Brooke had called and said that she needed to come pick up my stuff because I stole a PlayStation 3 and if she didn't come pick up my stuff, all my stuff was going to be put outside in the rain. And then they talked again and she told my mom that I couldn't get my stuff until I signed an agreement saying that I stole her PlayStation 3. I didn't steal the PlayStation 3. Yes, I have had problems stealing before, but I'd never steal from my best friend.
What'd you do that day when you went in
I went downstairs.
basement?
I grabbed a pair of pants and a shirt because I was in my work clothes, but I needed something else
Did
to
she ever
change
approach
into.
you about stealing it?
Yes.
And what did you say when she accused you? You always denied it?
Yes.
All right. And so how did they prohibit you from getting your property, which is what you're suing for?
Yeah, I had made arrangements to come pick it up and all my stuff up, and she made a time and a day for me to come pick it up. Then when I came to pick it up, she said that Ben said that I couldn't have it, and it was all locked up.
And what items have they refused to give you?
I have a list of them
Let me
if you'd
see
like
it.
to see them.
What do you want to tell me about these items? She's suggesting that you all won't give her items back until she replaces the PlayStation.
When she came at around 11:30, knowing Ben would be at
Did
work.
you all ever tell her she couldn't get her things until she paid for the PlayStation?
I told her I would like her to pay my mom back for that PlayStation, but I told her she could come and get her things. And
They were in storage?
well, her mom had dropped her stuff off in the alley, and she left her stuff sitting in the rain all day until 12 o'clock in the
Her
morning.
mother dropped her things off?
Just dropped stuff off in the alley after I said it was not allowed in our home.
My mom had surgery. She couldn't carry it inside. She had a brace on
Are
her
any
leg.
of these items you're suing for the things that your mom dropped off in the alley?
That my mom had talked to her about,
That
and she
your mom
said
dropped off in the alley?
my mom dropped it off outside their garage.
We have pictures.
Don't worry, she keeps coming with these crackish answers. You know, dropping it outside the garage is the alley. You know exactly what it is. Not proving your case so far. All you're proving to me is you still have crackish ways with all your answers and all your testimony. The storage fees, how are you charging her for that?
It was in my garage most of the time.
Did
I
she
figured-
agree to pay you for it?
No, she didn't
The
pay
only way you
rent.
can get
She
storage
didn't
fees if she agreed to pay the fees. Now, what property of hers do you have?
get rid of it.
I have the pictures. Basically a couch, a chair, a bed, and personal belongings like pots and pans. I mean, a couple of them had coats and hangers.
This is her couch and chairs that are outside?
But they were in my garage. I brought them out to take pictures of them.
Just so you could
Where are
see
they now?
They're back in my garage.
that her stuff is not worth $6,000.
Now, those are just the boxes of her stuff, personal belongings. I think there was a baby crib.
You still have them all?
Yep.
Yeah, it's sitting in our garage waiting for them to come and get it.
I'll give you 30 days to return her items. If you prohibit her from coming to get them, she can report back and hold you all in contempt for failing to obey the order, and she'll be granted her judgment. So you're going to get your things back. How about that? No money, but you're going to get your things.
I do want to say that that's good, but I know that they have a dog that has been going in and out of the garage, and the couch and the chair and my son's bed has all been
You want
ruined.
that money, don't you?
I don't care about the money. I'm not into drugs anymore.
Not today. You're gonna get your items. All right. I can't grant you the storage fee. She never agreed to pay it. And what you're doing when you're storing someone's things, you give them a 30-day notice to come get their things. And if they don't comply, then you let them know that you're setting them out. $200 for the stolen property, the PlayStation in which I believe she took. Have a good day. That's my judgment.